And what's going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Folks, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Yes, it's the offseason, but we're still going to get you caught up with everything, the latest in the world of the National Football League. We also got a couple of gamers here playing EA Sports Madden, NFL 26 for cash and prizes as we come to you on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we're coming inside here, folks. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, it is ISG basketball. It's good to be here, man, talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Like we said, it's the off season, but still lots of big stories here, a lot of beef, man. And who would have thought some of the things that we would have currently on our bingo card, but we're going to talk about it all here, the latest in the world of the NFL. So got these gamers here playing for cash and prizes. It's the intersection, folks, of sports and gaming. We talk the latest in the world of the NFL and these gamers playing for cash and prizes. But shout out to the folks, as you can see behind me, CBS Sports right there. We're here at the BC, as it affectionately is known, here by employees of Paramount and CBS. It's the CBS Broadcast Center here in beautiful Manhattan, Upper West Side, 57th Street, off of 10th Avenue, and in between 10th and 11th Avenue. Got the good folks there at CBS, the CBS Mornings, Nate Burlinson, and also the crew there. Also CBS Evening News, WCBS Channel 2. All the shows are here, 60 Minutes. It's all located right here at the BC, the Broadcast Center. The CBS Sports is here as well, and the CBS Broadcast Center, like I said, Upper West Side, 57th Street, in between 10th Avenue and 11th Avenue, the CBS Broadcast Center. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There is to the left of me, former University of Tennessee Volunteer, starting quarterback for those Tennessee Vols, and also played in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals, and also the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas. Green 80. Kill. 52's the mic. Roger. Liz. Alert. Tuesday. Set. Hut. I was trying to do the leg kick. I couldn't pick up my leg.
I was like, dude, the slacks might not let it work. The slacks wasn't going to let it go. I was waiting for the signal to use the tie. I was waiting for a button-up signal.
Button up, yeah, exactly. Strong. Well, I guess that was weak. This was strong for us. So yeah.
No, there's no flexibility with that shirt on right now. You can't do it.
No weak, no strong. Huh?
Is that what was strong and weak for you guys? Like I said, Jarrett, for us, strong and then weak.
Strong and weak.
Sometimes you can do that, which is not right, but sometimes you can do that for weak. Yeah. No, seriously. But this is 1995.
Strong eye. No, that's the formation, dog. No, I love it.
Nice. How you doing, brother? You still on the left coast?
Still on the left coast, man. Just got back from meetings, some Elite 11 stuff, talking about football. That was some fun. Getting a chance to be a part of that on Saturday. So enjoying the weather, enjoying the nice things that come with the West Coast, man. And it's just so crazy how much better it is than the East Coast.
Oh, here we go. This is blasphemy, dude.
Brag, man. It's so much better. We're having a good time. It's sunny all the time.
You are a son of Jersey, dude. What is wrong with you?
That just didn't even feel right. That didn't even feel right coming out, man.
Dude. I'm done. I'm done. Let's go.
What's done is done. What's done is done. I didn't say that.
A-Town. She's in the A-Town. Andrea, but get on him.
Man. You know what? I would get on him if I didn't have some really good weather down here as well. So, JG, you just like me for real. Come on now. Let's brag on Larry real quick. No, just kidding, Larry. I'm sorry.
All right. You guys ready to get this thing started? So we talk the latest in the world, the National Football League.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's take a look at the rundown here, folks. We talked the latest here in the NFL. ISG, the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. So we come to you on the platforms of the NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Talking about Keion White, a 49ers defensive end shot, and people are pointing the finger at Lil Baby and his entourage. We'll talk about that. Steeler on Steeler Crown. We'll talk about that. The NFL, they get a little ruling here. No more public team report cards, although they will still go on, just not publicly. Dolphins released Tyreek Hill, and Derek Carr says he's willing to unretire. We'll tell you what could get him out of retirement. Also, we'll show you the Bills' new statement. Also, new topics, the new stuff just came out about the Bills. We're talking about the new stadium. It's not going to be delayed, but they're dealing with some issues there in Western New York. Also, let's take a look at the rules here. We got a couple of games we're playing for cash and prizes. As we talk the latest in the world of the NFL, all Madden competitive game style, head-to-head current rosters. We like to call those regs. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format. You win. You do stay on the sticks. How about those prizes? Got that shmoney here for you, folks. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runs out this piece with $10 cash. And if you win 4 straight weeks, and it does get progressively harder, you can't win an NFL license zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com to literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They also make more than gaming chairs. They got office furniture, stools, desk, sofas, you name it, man. They got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, NCAA chairs, and any custom pieces you might want. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lead. Been rocking with us for 6 years now. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Also, when you win your first zip chair, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. The shop is always open 24 hours a day. Check us out now. We got t-shirts for $29.99, hoodies for $59.99. The shop is open at theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchup here? Got a couple of games we're playing for cash and prizes. Steelers and Bills. This is the matchup here based on the stories that we're talking about, and we'll get with these two young men. Let's learn about these two young men that are playing here today. We'll start with the first one, the challenger. He is Chandler. If you're looking for him, he's right here. Where's Chandler? Chandler Cooks from Dallas, Texas, the Metroplex, deep in the heart of Texas. 22 years of age. He's a college student and also majoring in graphic arts. Will be working for ISG Media here very soon. Multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances for him. How about the guy here that is in the King of the Hill spot? The King of the Hill is not playing this weekend, but these two are playing, and the winner moves on to play next week's King of the Hill. He is Alan Lowry. AJ the Beast from Riverside, California, age 45, USMC, United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! He's a veteran there, so shout out to him for his service to this fine country. Multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances as well. So shout out to AJ the Beast, a.k.a. government name Alan Lowry. And what about the standings here? Brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop, of course, taking a world by Sweet Storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery stores, you got to understand, you're getting high quality produce, 20 different varieties of grapes. They're very sweet grapes. Also, any custom grapes you want, they got those as well. And also got pressed juices online as well. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Andrea Richmond, a very, very, very sweet record right now at 19-8. What is she? Wow. What is she? Looks like 5.5 games clear of me right now. I guess that's what it is. Jarrett Guarantano, we're both 500. We got to pick it up here. All right, let's go ahead and bring in everybody. Let's get these picks real quick. We'll start with the queen of the show. There she is at the bottom of the screen. Andrew, who you got? You got Steelers or you got Let's Go Buffalo? Hey, hey,
hey. Hey. I think. Hey, guess what I'm about to say? Let's go Bills. You know what? I usually go Chandler in these situations, but looking at the matchup, Steelers versus Bills, that Bills team, it's a lot better. I know that AJ the Beast has kept it close against Chandler, so I think the team will ending up with the victory, and that team pick will be the Bills, baby. Let's go. Buffalo.
All right. So you got AJ the Beast and those Bills. Jay Jeezy off the Heezy for Sheezy. You got Bills or you got, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
I thought that our petition went through, that we were going to start over new records.
That's true.
Oh,
that's
wow.
You're right.
That's crazy.
I thought we had the 2-3 vote. 2-1.
2-3 vote. Guess what? I paid off Kevin in court.
Next week is going to get done. Next week is going to get done. Actually, you know what? We're going to start with this week, right? And those will start over next week. So right now we're all 0-0. But go ahead. You're right.
Oh, perfect. All right, I'm going to start out. I'm going to start out 1-0, and I'm going to go with Chandler here. Okay, because I need to start this whole thing over. Last time I said this and went against AJ the Beast, man, he made me eat my words. But today I see Chandler winning in a high-scoring game and a lot of offense.
Look here, you got a young tyke, and then you got an old head. I'm almost 50. So I'm going to take the old head, the guy that's near my age. I'm going to take AJ the Beast. This is the time for him to shine. And of course, man, he fought for this country. Hoorah. And it's going to be hip-hop hooray when he wins at the end of the game. Give me AJ the Beast with those Marines there, man. I'm taking AJ the Beast playing with those Bills in Buffalo. They got the new stadium coming online this year. Chandler, though, he's going to do his thing playing with those Steelers. We'll see how it all plays out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. AJ the Beast playing with Buffalo. Here we go. And also Chandler playing with the Steelers. Let's lock it up, guys. Play it out right here on NESN Nation, on Beat Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. May the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Good luck, guys. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to my good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations where Brooklyn at. You got BK Westnock and Scarsdale Sports Bar and Indoor Golf Lounge with 16 total bays. You got 15 bays in one huge VIP suite. You got those simulators and those suites there where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. And folks, you can play a bunch of games. You got 240 courses you can play. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just an indoor golf lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're back here inside of the CBS broadcast center, Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. Of course, we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking to the latest in the world of the NFL. Also got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Those two guys are playing right now. Bills and Steelers, the two teams that were, they had some options here of the stories that we're talking about, and they picked the Bills and Steelers. Middle of the screen there, that is Age of the Beast playing with the Bills. They were on offense, had the ball in all blue with Josh Allen there. Bottom of the screen, the WhereIsChandler playing with the Steelers. Of course, they are in white with those gold breeches there. So he's playing with the Steelers. Got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee, volunteer starting quarterback. Next to me right there, also played with the Broncos and Cardinals. Top right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics here. Biggest story of the week, I guess, coming out of the Super Bowl was Keion White, former Patriot, went to college at Georgia Tech. Played with the Patriots, drafted by the Patriots, of course, traded to the 49ers last year, I believe right around the trade deadline, late October there. Was at a Super Bowl party, actually an after Super Bowl party, was shot around 4 a.m. At Dahlia's on Mission Street in San Francisco. Lil Baby and his crew wanted to enter the party where he was and was denied entering. Of course, someone, saw that there was commotion going on, ran upstairs and heard a couple of gunshots. They found a 9mm shell and also a .45 caliber shell as well. White decided not to cooperate. He was shot in the leg near his ankle, had surgery on Monday of last week. He is out of the hospital and recovering. Still no word yet on what exactly transpired with the argument and the altercation there with Lil Baby and his crew. JG, your thoughts here. You play in the NFL. It looks like there were some scantily clad women there as well. It was a party. Some adult entertainers there as well. I guess we can call them strippers. It's okay to do that. That's what they were doing there. So your thoughts here, Jarrett, when you heard about the news?
Yeah, it's another situation of an athlete putting himself in a bad situation, right? Like you know where you are and anything can happen at any time and place, but your ears and eyes should be perked up every single time you are at a public venue just like this or at a public event of any sort. So
was that his fault, or is this some of this on Lil Baby for wrecking the party?
It's always, I feel like it's always half and half, right? You can always, anything that happens when you are out can happen at any given time, right? So you just being at that event, anything can pop off. Now you putting yourself in a situation to step up to somebody or to tell somebody something or have an altercation. We don't know what it was about or if it truly happened or if it was directed at him.
Now, Lil Baby was performing in San Francisco that weekend, so that's why he was there. So this was Keion's party, and this section of the club, I guess, was a private event. So that's what the reports are.
Right, and I mean the fact that he stepped up to Lil Baby, I mean that's a little aggressive, right? You're usually seeing rappers and athletes kind of getting along, right? They're always cool. So for something like this to happen, something must have came off the wrong way, transpired. But as an athlete, I mean, even Lil Baby, right? Like at this point in his career, he should be above all those things. I understand as a young rap, like Andrea, you know how everybody is with everything going on in Atlanta. But like as a young guy, like maybe all right, you're on and popping, you got that going, but like, bro, you're performing at the Super Bowl, like you're doing these different things, like you're above all that stuff. Like, yeah, you're big time. You done got out the trenches, like stay out the trenches, like stop doing that type stuff. But no, bad ordeal for both parties, and it's unfortunate for Keion White. Like I mean, second round pick. I think he's on his second team, right? Trying to find a home in San Francisco. That could have ended a lot worse. Thank God he's still alive. Thank God everything that happened, he was able to prevail through. But bad on both ends, especially in a public setting.
Yeah, I don't. This is a tough one here, but for me, just by going on the reports and just the facts that we know, Keion White was there. He had the party. It was his party. I don't know. Does he have to let Lil Baby into his party? People get turned away all the time. We saw Stephon Diggs sitting outside of a party in San Francisco that weekend, waiting outside with the normies, the normal folks, the regular patrons in line. So like, I don't know about this, Andrea. I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about it, but like from what I do know, I'm like, I don't think Keion White did anything wrong. Did he say anything? I don't know. But do you have the right to refuse people at your party?
I think either way, getting shot at your own party is just
crazy,
like one of the worst things that could ever happen.
Like getting fired on your day off, right?
And at the Super Bowl where everybody's at, you would hope that as an NFL player, if you decided to have your own personal venue, that like nobody would end up trying you. And especially for somebody who like went to Georgia Tech. Little baby, you were in Atlanta. He was in Atlanta too. Like Atlanta, like unity. I guess it don't matter at all. I guess. It's unfortunate though, because I was just thinking the other day. I was like, dang, what is little baby up to? I really haven't heard about him. He's been a little bit quiet as of late, and I guess so. I guess we know that unfortunately either him or some of his entourage is getting rowdy up here. Bad look, obviously. Especially because of the fact that it's been a second since we've heard like a major hit from Lil Baby. You don't want the first thing like anybody's heard of you from a break is like you getting into some deep stuff. And like JG said, thank goodness this was only at the ankles. It's not career altering either, so everything is good on that end. Obviously you don't want to get shot, but at least like nobody's going to get permanently injured for this. But like why are we carrying stacked up deep trying to rush our way into parties in the first place? Like this whole thing just doesn't make any freaking sense. I know nothing good ever happens after midnight, but at the Super Bowl I thought Keion probably thought maybe this is where I'm cool, and apparently not. Anything could happen
at the time, the team that he plays with. Look, all right, JJ, your thoughts here. Keion White did not cooperate with authorities, didn't say anything. So what do you read into that? Stitches and stitches, or
yes.
What's up?
That's stitches? Exactly what I read into.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. It sounds like there's some unfinished business with that. Like
it's a different bro code right there, huh?
Yeah, there's some underlying things that are going on like behind the scenes. Like he's not talking to the police. Like there's something that happened that he might want his get back, or he might have something to say about that. So that's unfortunate too. I mean, I wish that the police can get involved and like make this thing into something and kind of end it. But yeah, stitches, man. Andrea knows how it goes down. You know what the worst part is? Like San Francisco, they had another shooting, right, with Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. This is the second one in the last right 2024. So second one, back-to-back years, yeah.
You're hoping like this wasn't a big ordeal. Like San Francisco's a tough spot, but it's with little baby. Like that, like, or his people, whatever that case may be, like that just emphasizes all of this, right? It just puts it at even more of a discretion for the 49ers to be in this position.
Right. And you worry, Andrew, about Keion White. I mean, look, you know, I think he has 1 year left on his contract. Maybe they can try to get out of it this year. You got to wonder how that's going to reflect on him with his new club. We don't know why this altercation happened, but your thoughts here on Keion not cooperating and maybe the prospects for Keion sticking out there with the faithful by the Bay.
Well, I mean, there is a street code. So, like, I mean, even though you are getting into some stuff, like, you implicate you and a lot of other people probably if you go ahead and tell on yourself, right? So that's probably what's happening here. I just hope that either way, this doesn't end up being a drawn out thing and we don't see, like, this lead to something else with either of these two or either of the cliques that they hang out later on down the road. Hopefully we could squash it here. It looked like Keion, I saw his picture in the hospital.
How did he squash it? What little baby paid for his medical bills?
You know what? I don't know how this is going to squash it without there being some resolution. I hope that it's just resolved. I don't know how that's going to happen without things happening. Send flowers.
Going to send him chocolate?
Good luck in your career, buddy. I don't know.
Some Chick-fil-A since he's from Atlanta. Hey man, here's
some Rap Snacks, right? I guess he's sponsored by that. So send him
Rap
a
Snacks
bunch
used
of
to be
Rap
a big sponsor of ours back in the day. But
so there you go. So promotion, give him some Rap Snacks, and maybe we can end this right.
Lemon pepper wings for Magic City. Done. There you go. Done.
Hey, valid, very valid.
A lifetime order.
Yes, honey hot lemon pepper on the side.
Oh man, look, no, real talk, man. Hopefully he's able to heal up and get better and improve from this, and also in the rehab process and things of that nature, to come back and have a strong 2026 because he needs it. I don't want to label him a bust, but he hasn't lived up to the hype think it was a second round pick, something like that, second or third round pick from the Patriots from Georgia Tech. Got the great body. He's not getting the sacks and everything that he needs to show that he's a quality defensive end in the National Football League. But we're glad that he's safe. And also, I hope that little baby didn't pull the trigger. And I hope it wasn't anybody in this clique, but I don't know. The reports look like it clearly was an altercation, an argument with his folks. Somebody with this group allegedly did this. So we'll see if the police get to the bottom of it, although Keion White is not cooperating with the police there. All right, we're keeping an eye on this Madden game here. 14-6 here. Chandler, bottom of the screen, they're playing with the Steelers, has a lead here by a touchdown and an extra point. But AJ, to beat the middle of the screen, you can see his hat there. He is on the move here, second quarter, near midfield, playing with those Buffalo Bills. That first quarter, about to good friends here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located in New Jersey, Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Folks, the libations are definitely flowing. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday, man. Great costumes, great hats, got the sombreros. Awesome event there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends, too. They got the patio as well. Check them out, man, online. The Golden Eagle, it is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of the CBS Broadcast Center. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're coming here on the platforms of Destination of Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. It's the offseason. We're the only show, folks, that combines traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. While we talk the latest in the world of the NFL, we also got a couple of games here playing. EA Sports Madden, NFL 26 for cash and prizes. Bottom left hand of the screen, that is AJ. He's playing with Buffalo Bills. He is down 14-6, second quarter. He's driving here against Chandler, playing with the Steelers. He's on defense here. Steelers and Bills, the two teams that they picked because of the stories that we're talking about here on ISG Football. I got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee, volunteer starting quarterback, and Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter, top right-hand corner of the screen from Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics. How about the Steelers, since we just talked about them? Here we go, Steelers. And here we go, more drama with Pittsburgh. It's been going on all offseason. It's been like Steeler on Steeler crime here. You look at Joey Porter Sr., going to call out Ben Roethlisberger. Now, there's been some back and forth with Ben Roethlisberger. Also, James Harrison. You know, we saw Mike Tomlin not get fired, but stepped away as well last month. Got a new coach with the Steelers with Mike McCarthy. And now Joey Porter Sr. Is in on this, and he calls out his former QB, Big Ben, number 7, won a Super Bowl with him in Super Bowl 40. Let's listen to Joey Porter Sr. On his former teammate and his QB, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Take a listen on this podcast.
He broke the brotherhood, then 7 definitely broke the brotherhood because, like,
that's the one I don't understand
the shit
as much.
that 7 did that we don't talk about.
I know.
is crazy. Like out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steeler business. Yeah. Because if we talking Steeler business, his ass is foul of all foul. Like the shit that he's did is foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won a Super Bowl with him, but the person, he's just not a good teammate. Like he knows that. Anybody in the Steeler building knows that, but we protected him because I've only won one Super Bowl. And that was my quarterback. So do I love my quarterback? Yeah, but is he a good person? No.
So that's the ex-Steeler there, Joey Porter Sr. calling out Ben Roethlisberger on the Not Just Football podcast with Cam Hayward on the podcast. Also, that was the Athletics. Don Rossini on there as well. Of course, Big Ben and Joey Porter Sr. were teammates with the Steelers for, I believe, 3 years, won Super Bowl 40 there when they beat the Seattle Seahawks, man. A lot of talk here about the Steelers. You know, Ben Roethlisberger, he chimed in during the season about Mike Tomlin. Maybe it's time for him to step down. James Harrison, he jumped in, defended Ben Roethlisberger. You know, Joey Porter Sr. is talking about what about this brotherhood? The brotherhood is Ben Roethlisberger was foul. He talked about how Ben became a captain, was basically giving it to him because he would cry if he wasn't being, been given that captaincy there. And he also talked about he wouldn't sign memorabilia for his teammates and family members when he was playing in Pittsburgh. JG, got to get your thoughts as a former NFL player, man. A lot of back and forth there between the Steelers there and the brotherhood, man. Your thoughts here on what Joey Porter had to say about things being foul. And I'm not even getting into the off-the-field stuff with Ben Roethlisberger. I'm going to leave that separate.
No, it's absolutely bizarre, right? Because when you look at it, the Steelers organization is one of the best organizations in all of football, right? And they've always done a really good job keeping things in-house, going by the books, basically, and just really creating a nice, stable spot for players to be at, alongside with their general manager outside.
Yeah, 3 coaches for like 50, 60 years.
Like, this really one of the most premier organizations in all of sports, to be honest. So when you're talking about one of the most, I guess, polarizing or important people in that organization, of course, outside of like Bradshaw, and you got Troy Polamalu, you got Hines Ward, you got a lot of greats that play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben is up there, and he's one of the most recognizable ones, especially of our generation, if not the most recognizable one. So
2 Super Bowl titles, absolutely.
For them to throw that, or for Joey Porter to throw this out there, and at a time where, right, it's just people are bored, right? There's no football on, there's nothing going on. Like, this is when the podcast and everybody starts hitting home, right? Because everybody needs some front paper. They need the front paper material, and he let it go, man. He let it rip. Listen, there's been a notion about Big Ben, right? I mean, for a long time, everybody didn't know what type of person he was, what type of teammate he was. There was rumblings, but for Joey Porter, who was a captain, a star player, like the heart and soul of the team for a lot of years, for him to come out and say it, that must be very accurate, right? It's not like it's just like a backup or a third string coming out and saying like, Big Ben wasn't a good dude. Like, Joey Porter was the heart and soul of that defense, along with Polamalu and a lot of great.
Speaking of backups, how about you see Mason Rudolph? He kind of signed off on Joey Porter Sr. Freaking Mason Rudolph, MAGA. Mason Rudolph was like, he had Joey Porter's Sr.'s back on that. He's like, he ain't lying.
He's not lying. I wonder how much Ben taught Mason Rudolph with their time together.
Probably.
I bet you
don't want him to take his job.
I'm sure, actually, honestly.
That's a good point.
No, and any person in the media, like Aaron Rodgers, for instance, or Russell Wilson, like, those guys sign autographs for their players' teammates, no matter what it is. Like, they really do a great job of showing the players how much they care and love them. Big Ben didn't sign autographs for players' kids or cousins or family members. Like, for what? It takes 2 seconds. Very telling story.
That's wild, dude. If Tom Brady can do it, you can do it, Big Ben. I'm sorry. You ain't that big.
Tom had things lined up right next to him. He had the open locker, and he had things lined up. He was knocking them out at the end of the day.
Yep. Andrew, your thoughts? You think Ben Roethlisberger a bad teammate? Look, there's some people that are taking up for him. The Pouncey, which Pouncey was it? Mike Pouncey, I believe. Also, you saw, I believe, James Harrison. So there's people that have taken up for Big Ben Roethlisberger as well. I believe DeCosta, one of the offensive linemen as well. So look, he's got his defenders out there.
You guys remember the first set of Spider-Man movies, the one with Tobey Maguire, right? Where he was basically like, he was shooting his web and he was basically trying to keep like a train car together, and was like, it was pulling on him, and he was trying to pull it together, and it took all of his might to just keep it in. That's what I imagine Mike Tomlin was going through, just trying to make sure that all the messiness that was happening internally in that Steelers organization did not leak out in the public, because Mike Tomlin had to deal with a lot of personalities. We know about Antonio Brown. We heard about Le'Veon. We don't talk nearly enough about how much of a personal douche that Ben Roethlisberger was, right? Not only did he not do it to people internally, which is terrible as a teammate, but also like fans historically for years have said that, hey, like, he doesn't sign autographs. You go up to him and say, oh, I like you. Hey, I love you. Can I take a picture? No. And it's one thing if they come up to you while you're doing something. At all times, he says no. And he's been very callous. We're not talking about other things that he's done that have shown that he's a terrible person too. Like, come on, guys. Is there any way in which interpersonally people can mess with you or rock with you? So for you to be, quote unquote, a quarterback, JG, obviously, Larry, you should know for the quarterbacks that you've had, right? Like, you're supposed to be affable and like fun, or like there's a leadership mentality about you that you're drawn to. It's no surprise that he was just basically given the captain job, because it doesn't seem like anybody liked him, but he was good at his job. So I guess that's what kept him there. But man, everything about him as a person, Ben Roethlisberger, doesn't sound savory. I'm not surprised about this at all.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. It's just weird to see these Steelers go at it like this. I know Ryan Clark on ESPN and the host of the Pivot podcast. He talked about, this is basically something that the Cowboys do. This is not something that Steeler men do. So it's been interesting watching these guys, the back and forth, and sort of like the alliances there. Some of these guys are rocking with what Joey Porter Sr. had to say, and I'm not even thinking about Joey Porter Jr., who's on the team now, and also Big Ben backers as well. I don't know, man. Hey guys, keep it up though. We'll report on it and give your thoughts on it. But on this one, from what I know, and just the totality of things, and I'm talking about off the field stuff, how he kind of got away with some stuff as well. If it was anybody else, it would have been a huge story, a bigger story. I'm going Joey Porter Sr. on this one. You're not signing autographs for your teammates. That is foul.
That's the least you could do, right? That doesn't take any. Come on.
So I don't know if he's a bad guy, but that was a bad teammate. I'll tell you that. That was a bad act. If it only happened one time or a few times or whatever. I'm not saying he's a bad individual, but we'll see. We'll see about the Steelers. And, of course, got new coaching this year. And also Joey Porter Jr., Sr., didn't fare too well as a coach, too, because there were some issues about him. And then you got James Harrison said, it's not about, he talked about Mike Tomlin, bump Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin ain't part of the brotherhood. We can criticize him because he's not a player. And I'm like, that's not foul. That's foul, too, because didn't Mike Tomlin kind of make James Harrison a little bit or gave him the opportunity? Because if I'm not mistaken, like Joey Porter Sr. said, didn't Bill Cowher cut him multiple times?
The girls are fighting, okay, Larry? They're just fighting. Everybody's mad. Whole house
defensive
mad.
end, Larry. 6'2" defensive end. He wasn't playing on many other teams.
Right. You became Debo. Look, and you earned it. This is all about him. But like Mike T sort of helped. I don't know. I wish these guys would just kind of get all on the same page and on the same accord. But I guess that's not going to happen. But they do have the right to have their own opinion, and we're hearing it. And it's been a good debate about that. We're keeping an eye on this Madden game here. Speaking of a good debate, how about a good game here? AJ the Beast, bottom of the 10 corner of the screen, playing with the Bills. He's down by 7. He has the ball and on the move here. Chandler playing with the Steelers. Actually, he's got the ball. Chandler has the ball playing with the Steelers. AJ the Beast playing with the Bills. He is on defense. That second quarter brought to our good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, also in New Jersey. Been around for nearly 25 years there. The best pizzeria you find in Bayonne, famous for the specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa also is unapologetically, folks, Italian. Rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. Got a full menu where you're looking for Italian dinner or a quick lunch. They've got it all, folks. There are plenty of options for you. Burgers, wraps, soup, salads, calzone, seafood, desserts, and more. They also have the Da Vinci Room. That is where you get your boutique-style catering and your luxury events. And they also, folks, have the garden as well. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. Welcome back here to ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. We're here at the CBS Broadcast Center. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Man, we got a couple of games here playing for cash and prizes here. Bottom of the corner of the screen is AJ the Beast. He's playing with the Bills. He's down by a touchdown here in the third quarter. He is trailing Chandler, playing with the Steelers with the ball here, and he's driving inside the red zone. This could put him up by a couple of scores here heading into the fourth quarter. Got Jarrett, Guarantano, and Andrea Richmond here talking the latest in the world of the NFL. All right, guys, real quickly, let's get to this topic here. The NFL wins a ruling to end team public report cards. So basically, they won this grievance against the NFLPA, the National Football League Players Association, to basically sort of stop publishing player report cards. And the NFLPA says they will continue to collect report cards. They just won't make them public. This is a cop-out by the owners, man. They didn't like it. I know my Patriots are at the bottom because their facilities stink. Great organization, but the facility stinks. At the top there, typically, Jarrett, if I'm not mistaken, Vikings, high marks. Miami Dolphins, very high marks as well. Your thoughts here, Andrea, as we talk about this. The NFL winning this ruling, this is something they really wanted to go after. And I guess an arbitrator said, NFL, you got a point. They shouldn't make this thing public, but they can still collect data. They just can't share it with the masses.
Because nobody wants to be subject to the media members basically being like, dang, person, you look like this, you live like this. Unfortunately, these players are in conditions, especially like look at the Bengals report card. Obviously,
family,
being
food, cafeteria, weight training,
sterling one,
everything.
the epitome of excellence in $1 billion company. You can't even make sure that you pay feed your employees, right?
Keep in mind, all of the NFL teams are worth at least $5 billion.
Dude, like, it's not like they don't have money, right? When it comes to concessions, just like making sure that the players are safe, the NFL owners are stingy. When it comes to the fact of making sure that they know about the injuries, right, and the implication of the injuries that they have, the NFL is stingy. They can't even know what is going on internally inside these organizations. They don't want to end up with a paper bag on top of their head and hiding how broke they really are, how cheap they really are. It's a shame. And honestly, I wish that labor in general were in such a way to where the PA could actually have control over some of this, because unfortunately a lot of people don't know that the PA doesn't have as much control as they would like in situations, really swaying as much weight as they would like to compared to other sports unions. So I wish that they could go ahead and let this be known, because it was in favor for not only places like the Bengals or the Cardinals, even places like the Chiefs. Like the Hunt family also is being incredibly stingy when it comes to the locker rooms of those places. It's really sad that these organizations that have all the money in the world can't spare a dime basically to make sure that the players are just somewhat comfortable. Like, how cheap can you be?
JG, what are your thoughts here, man? You played in the league. How do the players feel about this, and how big of a win is this for the NFL owners?
It's massive for them. I mean, for the sake of everybody understanding what's happening in-house, I don't know how beneficial it is for fans to really understand it. I mean, I think the most important part is for the players to really.
You didn't have to tell me the Cardinals and the Bengals freaking stink.
No, like
I knew that.
Yeah, like those are like that's such a known thing. Like, all you got to do is drive past the facilities, right? Like, you could clearly tell if you've been to a couple, you'd understand. Like, all right, that makes sense. Like, that there's a wrong reason behind that grade. But for players' aspects, I know this is a very serious and important thing, right? You're going into free agency. You have a couple of options. You want to go to a place that you know has higher grades and takes care of your family or takes care of the things around. Like, you don't want to go to a workplace that might not be shooting for, I guess, happiness. And I could say that with, like, I understand people say athletes are spoiled or all these different things, but in terms of going to work every day, going to your 9 to 5, you want to be in a spot that you're able to enjoy, right? You want to be able to go to a locker room that's not looking like a 1965 locker room that's had some upgrades that you can sit down in and chill out. Like, this is somewhere that you're at majority of the day, not even a 9 to 5, right? Like, and Andrea, you're going there, you're getting there at 6 a.m. Some of these guys aren't getting home till 8, 9 o'clock, basically their second homes. So along with travel, along with food, all these different things, that stuff matters. So the fact of the matter is, I don't know if they're going away, but this is super critical for free agency. It's critical for the rest of the league understanding, like, hey, if I'm an owner of a team, I'm trying to be better than my rivals, right? In every aspect or every case or scenario. Now, that might not be the case for some owners that are a little bit cheaper, but for my aspect, I want to have the best of the best. So we'll see how that trend continues. Hopefully they do release them. I enjoy looking at them and knowing, but
right.
Yeah, JG, you're telling me you don't want to play in a place that still smells like the cigarette smoke that they first utilized in the 1930s? Like,
the same bubble that they made. The same bubble they made in 1975. Like,
right.
Right.
I'm looking at the Dolphins, and coach, they get an A+, owner, they get an A+, food, they get an A. How did owner get an A+? I guess he spend the money because he hasn't performed like an A+ owner. Travel, they get an A+, weight room A+, and treatment of families A as well. You know what it is, guys? You fly out of Miami and you come back to freaking Miami. That's what that is. It's got nothing to do with anything. You're the 305.
The one that was the craziest to me was the Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings, number 2. A's all across the board.
Really high. And for a place that's super cold.
Atlanta, number 3.
Atlanta was number 3.
That's
Atlanta has some beautiful facilities. I mean, where are they at? They're Flowery Branch.
Flowery Branch.
Yep.
I had the opportunity to visit them 3-4 times in contract negotiations, and their facilities, they have like 3 different buildings. They got maybe 4 fields. Well maintenance, it's absolutely beautiful there. I mean, one of the best for sure. But
and you know who's at the bottom? Jets, Browns, Patriots. Patriots have always been notorious. Like, their weight room is awful. It's like I've seen high school and college weight rooms. Although Robert Kraft is putting some money in now, they got the new field house and some other things that's coming online. He's done a good job with the stadium as well, so they should move up in the rankings. Real quick, Andrew, we got to go.
And I think that's what's so enlightening is just because you win a lot doesn't mean that necessarily they put that investments into you. Maybe it's just the coaching staff; it's just that much better. So, like, it really is illuminating, puts more pressure on externally on these ownership groups.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the NFL team report cards. Once again, they will not be made public, but the NFLPA, the Players Association, will continue to gather information on those team report cards. They just won't release it publicly. We'll keep an eye on this Madden game, 21-14. So AJ the Beast, bottom of the left-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Bills, is down by 7. About 35 seconds ago, Chandler, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Steelers. He's got the ball. And looks like he's going to be able to run this clock out here with a second down play here. We'll take a break here. That third quarter brought to you by good friends at Chubby Sports Bar and Grill, also located in New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, and a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with the drink in your hand, folks? It is Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings. They got dry rub and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets. And they're open 6 days a week, every single day of the week except Mondays, Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Check them out, man. They got the R&B nights at the weekends, Latin nights at the weekends, day parties as well. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. And we're back here inside of the CBS Broadcast Center. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Speaking of gaming, we're keeping an eye on the gaming here. Less than a minute to play. Steelers up by 7. AJ the Beast, middle of the screen. He's got the lead here. He's actually playing with the Bills. He's on defense. Chandler, he has the lead and the ball. And
head top.
KD barred the door. Chandler, bottom of the screen, playing with the Steelers. Looks like he's going to get the win. I got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee Volunteer, starting quarterback. Also played with the Broncos and the Cardinals. He's joining us. And Andrea Richmond, top right-hand corner of the screen. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics here. We've got about 15 minutes to go here in the show. Dolphins released a wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Your thoughts here, Jarrett, on the Dolphins releasing Tyreek Hill? Going to be gone 4 years with the fans. Will be 32, 8-time Pro Bowler. So tore his ACL week 4 last year. Saves the Fins about $23 million in a cap hit there. This makes sense. Got new GM, got new coach. Blow the thing up, man.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense money-wise. I mean, especially with Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb, you are taking some of your best football players in the organization and removing them. It did come as a surprise, but it makes a lot of sense, right? They're under a new regime. They're trying to figure out what they want to take moving forward as a team and kind of the direction that they want to go in. I can understand why they got rid of him, though, right? With Jalen Waddle, they have a couple more younger threats that played pretty well.
Shoot, Jalen Waddle was like, basically, he made it seem like, hey, he might be out the door too, or he's looking to leave now.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they have to keep their young core. And alongside Jalen Waddle, I think they have to keep Minkah Fitzpatrick. I think they got to keep these core guys that are young and are able to, I guess, create a mold in Miami, right? There's been a little bit of a notion in Miami that it's been a little bit fashion-y, right? It hasn't been hard-nosed football. I think those guys are gritty type of guys, though. And
can't win under 40 degrees.
Right, they come from that stinking University of Alabama where they know how to win very well and they know how to work. So those are some guys that I would definitely for sure keep around alongside with Achane, because he's one of the best running backs in the league. That core of 3 guys are as good as 3 young guys in the NFL, I think, on a team, right? Like, that's a really good core. Money-wise, it'll take a little bit of hit with Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb, but this is just a direction that they have to go in if they want to be successful moving forward.
Andrew, where do you see him landing? 32 on March the 1st, so next week here? Or where do you think he goes? I like New England. I like Baltimore. I love Buffalo. Pittsburgh, maybe. Those are some options right there, and definitely Kansas City. Those are my top 5 right there.
Yeah, it would be cute if he can go to the Ravens. It would be cute if he can go. Eric Bieniemy is coming back to the Chiefs, so it would be great if he could go ahead and pair it up. The gang's back together again. Maybe he can convince, the tight end to come back, unretire, and then boom, here we go. We got one last stand to go down. I think the Bills should do everything in their power, though, to be the first one to call and make sure that they can get him, because dang, they need some help desperately offensively. In terms of the Dolphins, though, like time was wrapping up. You have so much money invested into Tyreek and your quarterback, and you don't know if you can move that quarterback. So obviously, do the thing that you can move and that you can take the cap hit for. Let him be free and let him go to a much better team. They need a hard reset anyway, so this is a great chance to actually get players that would like to be there, but also too that they could build a culture around, like JG insinuated. So yeah.
All right, I agree with what you're saying, man. I know he's older, and we already have a guy that's 32 coming off an ACL like he did last year with Steph Diggs. But man, it's something about that speed and how he would back up those defenders. I still believe in that. I don't know. I think Kyle Williams, the kid that we got from Washington State last year, he's a burner. He's like a 4.2 guy. Just get him a little, more confidence. But man, I'd love to see Tyreek Hill. But man, it wouldn't be great to see him go back to Kansas City and see what they can do there with Mahomes coming back, or Josh Allen, or Lamar. It's got to be one of those three. He's got to go to Buffalo, Kansas City, or Baltimore. Man, really. And then maybe New England fourth, man. You play with one of those four quarterbacks, you're going to play deep in the playoffs next year and probably run the AFC. Real quick.
Booty as a number 2 would be crazy, Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, keep Stephon. Stephon's your number 2. Now, Booty and those guys, they're back down to pick 3 and 4s. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Real quickly, guys, speaking of NFL and former guys, quarterback Derek Carr. He says he's willing to unretire. He was on the Homegrown podcast there with his brother. He retired last year after 11 seasons. I believe he was with the Saints there. Retired last May. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler. JG, how about this? I didn't know he had 41,000 yards. That's top 25 all time. And the third place finish in MVP in 2016. One playoff appearance. Now, he would have went twice, because in 2016, he was 12-3. And remember, he got hurt and they went to the playoffs. But really, 0-1 in the playoffs. I think he won again in 2021. My thing is, like, Derek Carr, he did say, well, it's got to be for a Super Bowl, bro. Really?
I don't know about that guy.
What have you done to put conditions on you coming back and play? First of all, he's hurt as well last year. JG, your thoughts here? Derek Carr coming back, willing to unretire. Oh, I'm willing to unretire for the right place. Go play for a Super Bowl winner. Hell, I'd unretire too to go play on a Super Bowl win and ride the bench too.
Yeah, that's a little aggressive. I mean, if he would have said that he's willing to unretire, like a good spot for him, just talking about in general, I think he would be a really good spot for a year at the Jets. I mean, I don't know if they're ready for a Super Bowl or anything like that.
His QB coach is with the Jets. That's the crazy part. One of his guys is with the Jets right now.
You said it. I mean, you look at him statistically speaking, he is a very well-accomplished quarterback. He won a lot of really big games. If you look at his lifetime record, it's tough, though. I mean, I think he has 20 more losses than he does wins. Statistically speaking, interception, touchdowns ratio, really high, though. He's really done a lot of really successful things in his playing career. I didn't know if it was time for him to go. I know injuries were kind of the battle at the tail end. I still thought he might have had 2 or 3 years left. But if he does come back, being able just to be a staple quarterback for 2 to 3 years, he's for sure willing and able to do that. You got a good quarterback in Derek Carr.
Andrew, are you a believer in Derek Carr? I'm kind of
I think it's much better than people give him credit for, but like much better.
That's fair.
Much better.
You ain't going nowhere with him.
Yeah, like he needs to slow down. Cam Newton has been at one time like an MVP level quarterback, and even when he still had juice in the tank and wanted to play for a championship roster, people were like, "Nah, I can't do it." I don't think you're going to convince people, Derek Carr. But I think that if the offensive line it needs to be good, he can be a good quarterback, a decent quarterback. Just like don't put too much dip on your chip there, bro. Like you're good, but come on now.
It's so
willing to unretire. Real quick, Jarrett, about 10 seconds.
I say it's so crazy when even like thinking about like Derek Carr has been so successful. You're looking at him stats wise, 260 touchdowns, right? Like 110 interceptions. Like I think what was Cam Newton? Cam Newton was like 190 and 125 or something like that. Like that's a crazy range. Derek Carr was a really good player for a while, consistently. He just couldn't win in Las Vegas, or Oakland.
It was if
he had any postseason accolades, he'd be a Hall of Famer with those numbers. That's the crazy part.
Played really well.
He's had electric years, man.
Right.
It's just bad luck, bad teams. And then sometimes he would shrink in some crucial moments, too, because of the offensive line.
One playoff game, though. That's why I'm like, yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Can't.
We'll keep an eye on Derek Carr. That fourth quarter brought to our good friends at 902 Brewing Company, located in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue, a craft brewery there, producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers, guys. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere, curated good times, made right there in Jersey City. They got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events, and they got the beautiful rooftop, man, overlooking the Hudson River, Lower Manhattan, and the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. Back here inside of the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. The gaming is over. One of our guys playing with the Buffalo Bills lost to the guy playing with the Steelers. So we'll get to that, man. I got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee, volunteer starting quarterback. Also played with the Broncos and the Cardinals. Got Andrea Richmond at the bottom there, a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, I got about two and a half minutes to go here. What do y'all think? How about the Bills' new stadium? Ahead of schedule, almost done. It's going to open up this year, $2 billion, about 62,000 seats there. Got real heated grass, Highmark Stadium. It was vandalized, though, like earlier this week. Graffiti. They got to pause the construction.
Dang it, Bills Mafia. It's always you, isn't it?
What the hell, Jarrett? Come on. I was ready to talk about this, and literally I look at my phone. It's like, oh, graffiti and vandalism. They got to pause the
already. They couldn't even get a game in without it happening.
I literally read that like 4 minutes before we came on the show. I'm like,
See, Bills Mafia throwing things onto the field during games. Cough, that New England game. Also to go ahead and jumping off tables. They're crazy. I love this, though. Good job on them. I just hope that they never close the stadium, though, or never use that heated grass, because that's not playing in the Bills' elements.
I want them to be outside. What do you think, Jarrett? I love the stadium. It's nice. It's something that Western New York can be proud of.
No, for sure. It's top of the line. I love it. It is crazy that they did. I mean, basically what Andrea said, they kept that outside. I feel like all these new spots, like Minnesota, I mean, anything that's in frigid cold weather, they're just going into indoors. But this really keeps it Buffalo, right? Buffalo needs that atmosphere, and they play to their strengths. Josh Allen, he plays really well in the snow. Why not keep it open?
All right, we'll see about the new stadium there. Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. All right, we're going to get out of here, guys. It's been another great show, man. Thanks for watching ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Thanks for watching on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. For Andrea Richmond and Jarrett Guarantano, I'm Larry Ridley. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week as we talk more NFL. That'll do it here from CBS Sports Broadcast Center in Manhattan. Make it a good one, folks. Bye-bye.